This program is rated PG. It contains themes and scenes which may not be suitable for very young audiences. Parental guidance is advised.
Be advised that the views and opinions of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Good day, everybody. This is Talk to Harry. My name is Karl Mclean. I am with the host sitting over Harry today. And this is Anna Rose Ersando, my guest. She's the sales manager of DDC Land. And the topic of today is the importance of location for a property. Anna.
Yes.
Your company is based in what property areas?
Our company is located in Dasmariñas, Cavite.
And also Santa Rosa?
Yes.
And you also have other sites, mainly in Laguna and Cavite, is that
yes,
correct?
Mostly
right.
South area.
So what do you think, why do you think it's so important for somebody when they're buying a property to look at the location where the property is at? What makes it so important?
Location is I think one of the most important to consider when looking for a property. Mainly because in our project, why we consider Dasmariñas, because it's very accessible,
right.
Near the schools, hospitals, commercial establishments. When you're buying a property, you have to consider all these factors in looking for a property.
Good. Now, at the moment, I mean, this country's economy is booming. It's the fastest growing economy in the whole of Southeast Asia. What areas other than Cavite and Laguna are also growing? Because I think it's a nationwide thing. I know you're in Cavite and you're in Laguna, but there are also other areas like Bataan, Angeles, those places which are growing. Pampanga. I'd say mainly due to the fact that we can't grow any further in Manila, Metro Manila. We're almost saturated, reached saturation point. So I guess we have to look at moving out, not just the people to move in here, but also the industries moving forward. So that some of the industries, some of the government departments may also move outside. Now in Dasmariñas, I think Dasmariñas is one of the fastest growing areas in Cavite.
Yes.
And you also have General Trias, which is going to be a huge new area to be developed. I mean, I know there are some people there that have bought, I think it's 320 hectares of land that's going to be developed, partly into a business area, like a Ayala Greenbelt environment, but also they're going to be building entry-level housing, 1.3, 1.5 million, and I'm guessing the next level up as well.
Yes.
So in General Trias, what will you be building in General Trias? What type of houses? What's the plan?
We're going to build the same thing what you can see in Santa Rosa, something affordable to the Filipinos, especially those locally employed.
Okay. So they're for local employed or also people living in Makati that come back?
Yes. We're also considering all those people.
Okay. So in General Trias, so that'll be 10,000 plus houses, I guess, in your area, 160 hectares that you're going to be building on for low entry houses. So, and how would these people, let's say they worked in Manila or Makati, how would they get to Manila, Makati as quickly as possible from, say, General Trias or also North Dasmariñas? How would they get there?
Right now, to easily access General Trias via Makati, nowadays it's we are familiar with the UB Express.
Yes.
That's one way of reaching General Trias. And then the national government is also considering the construction of the LRT. The LRT is the one linking from Baclaran going to Cavite.
Right.
That's one thing. And then another good thing is the Cavitex, via Cavitex.
What's the last station on the LRT? What will the last station be in 2021? Because it'll all be finished by 2021. What will be the last station? Is it Dasmariñas?
If I'm not mistaken, it's the end in Dasmariñas.
Dasmariñas, right. So that basically covers General Trias, Dasmariñas, the whole area. Because you can get from General Trias to Dasmariñas by a bus quite quickly, right? 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I think, right? Okay, and then how long do you think it will take on the LRT from Dasmariñas into Manila? How long do you think it will take?
Via LRT?
Yes.
Wow, it depends on how many stations does this stop.
There's not
I
that
really
many
don't have an
stations.
idea right now, but definitely having an LRT rather than riding a bus, it's quite quick.
I
having
heard
it in
20
LRT.
to 25 minutes is what I've heard, so which is very fast.
Oh, okay.
So if you can do it in 25 minutes, even half an hour, you've no traffic at all. So assuming the train runs, as well maintained, in 30 minutes you could be close to your place of employment. And that will make those places very accessible.
Yes.
And also, I guess it'll mean that the property prices will go up.
Definitely.
So in North Dasmariñas, you're selling the next level up. You're selling like the mid-level pricing houses from what, 4.8 to 5.3 or even from lower?
Buyers have choices in North Dasma.
Yeah.
We have the 2.1 up to 2.6, our townhouses.
Right.
And then our duplex start at 4.3 to 4.6. That's
And
our
that
project.
development has what, 140 houses approximately?
Roughly 157.
157, like the 157 varieties of heights. So you have a mixture of houses. How many of those have been sold already? A third? 40, 50? How many have you sold already?
Around 30.
30. So there's still a good opportunity for
Yes.
somebody to buy into that area. Because even for North Dasmariñas, you can, within the next couple of years, you can go anywhere you want from there. It's very good. Also, there are roads being built, or some of them have already been built, but there are new connection roads being built, correct?
Yes.
There's one also by the big Ayala estate,
Vermosa.
Thank you, Formosa, where they're building a road that links it to the
MCX.
MCX, right? So that road, I mean, that will also make it much easier for people, even if they went by road, by bus, or even by car, into Makati or places
Via
like
expressway.
that. By expressway, right? But so that's really going to be make a big difference. Now, at the moment, a lot of Metro Manila is moving out towards Laguna and Cavite, especially from a living point of view, because it's green, it's open, and they get fresh air. Less pollution, families are safer there. So that's really a big opportunity. But in time, some of the industries will move and follow the workers, depending on the type of industry you have. Because there are already quite a few technical estates, industrial estates out there. Computer people like Hitachi are out there, I think, and there are other big companies. There's one, what's the one near the Bailiff Hotel, this big one in General Trias.
Most in Cavite, industrial parks. We have the FCIE, the Gateway.
Gateway, right.
These are all the industrial parks in Cavite.
Gateway's been there a long time. A friend of mine set up Gateway years ago. So they've been there a long time. And the industries in those estates, are they still growing?
Yes, definitely booming in the industries such as the call centers, telecommunications.
Call centers are mainly in Santa Rosa, though, I think, aren't they? Because of the telephone lines, the connections, right? So, and also in the new area, just past the South Superhighway, part of Santa Rosa, New Valley.
Yes,
New Valley is a lot of call centers, there. It's a nice place to live, but it's kind of already getting kind of pricey out there.
Yes,
right?
pricey.
So people will want to work there, but they'll have to commute in because the house prices there are already going up very sharply, which is a good thing. So people have they made good investments there. So you can also, with your housing estates and also General Trias, people can move not just into Makati, Manila, they can also move down to New Valley and other areas, the technical sites near there, right?
Yes.
So are you getting many inquiries for sales at the moment?
Yes, we are getting a lot of inquiries because of our technology, the way we build our homes. We are so proud to say that when it comes to construction, I may be proud to say that our quality is one of the best quality in construction.
Your
property.
house is in North Asma, Buhos.
Yes.
They have 4 levels of insulation in the roofs. They have tempered glass. I don't think anybody else has that. Not that
Yes.
I've seen when I've been out there. So that makes it very special. Plus it's the one place in North Dasma with only 157 houses. It's got electric fencing.
Yes.
It's got direct access to Save More. It has all the amenities there for the families. It's safe. So that's really a good place. Even though the areas around it will be huge. I mean, the people like Ayala and Villar will have huge estates, also nice estates, I'm sure. But you will be quite price competitive and more private than they will ever be because you're small. And some people like that. They don't want to be one of 1,000, 10,000, right? They want to be one of 150.
I want exclusivity.
Exclusivity. And you have that exclusivity. Now, so by the end of this year, everything being well, you would have sold out your area in North Dasmariñas. So where next? What's the next place for development for DDC?
We're going to develop our General Trias property. So with the Tagaytay, and then another one in BF. I hope all these things will be in places by next year.
Wow, then you have a lot of active action. And all these places will have different marketing. Like Tagaytay is a completely different market to General Trias. And you have BF Homes, again, is a different market, because BF Homes will attract maybe the wealthier people who want to live nearer to Metro Manila. And you have a very nice, I think a very nice area there where even the mayor lives. The mayor of Parañaque lives in that same complex there where you're going to be building. So that's a good thing. But I think the future really, I would say, the way I see it, is for the average Filipino being able to move out there and being able to commute at a low cost to get into town to work. Because otherwise, sometimes a third of their income is spent on commuting, right? So if you can go by train, which is much lower cost, then you save a lot of money on commute.
And time also.
And also time. And time is money, right? You get your family there, many things to do. And in time, industry will move out there. So I remember somebody once saying to me, the trick of picking a good location is to buy a property in an area where you know you can sell it tomorrow. In other words, if you pay, let's say, 3 million, 4 million for a house, you should be able to have an active market tomorrow for the same house, preferably a bit higher. So, but you should be able to sell it quickly. That's very, very important. So is that in the mind of your company, DDC Land, that you can sell? That's part of the planning of the places you go.
Yes, definitely. We're really looking at, once we get the place, we really want to develop it immediately.
Okay. I think that's important. The first thing you look at when you buy a property is how can I sell it, when can I sell it, quickly. So I'm not stuck for 10 years with a property that I'm going to have difficulty selling. So you look at the industries nearby, commuting capabilities, and they all add up to the value. Like if I buy your house let's say in North Dasma, it's a 4-bedroom house on 3 stories. If I buy it today for 5 million, within 2 years I should be able to sell it for at least 8 million, for example. I think so, because of all the development that's going on around there. And the other developers will be able to do the same thing. Their pricing will go up as well. So there's a number of people there, and basically you're surrounded by the big boys in North Dasma. In Santa Rosa, you're pretty much on your own, I think, in your area. And in General Trias, I actually don't know who your competitor would be in General Trias. I know the owners of the land, but I do not know who they're going to use to develop it. So we'll have to look closely at what's happening there. I know near the Bayleaf, they're going to build a huge shopping center. And also there's a lyceum there, the Bayleaf there. And they're going to have 20,000 houses built around that area. So there'll be a massive area where they can shop, live, and be happy as a family. So I think that's a very important thing. The other areas they can commute to would be, I mean, I don't think they'll go all the way down south of Laguna, because unless they build a rail network all the way down through the center of the South Superhighway, you have to go by train.
The Calamba part.
I mean, no matter how good the roads are, how much they're improving, the quickest way, surest way to go a longer distance will be by train, high-speed train networks, like in China. I mean, China's got the most amazing rail network, and we need to start building that rail network here now. Now, I know that our president is actively looking at how to do that, which is very important. First up to Clark, that will then develop the property market up there. The government departments will probably follow there, and they'll start building what they think is going to become the second largest city in the Philippines, will be in Clark. 3 or 4 of the largest developers have already started that.
Oh yeah, that's good to hear.
So you can follow. You don't need to, as your company's not as big as the others, you don't need to lead the way. Leading edge, sometimes they call it bleeding edge. Let somebody else pay for the pain of setting it all up, and then you guys can follow. So your sales are doing well. You're having, it's easy to get financing still from the banks.
Yeah, we have financing, Pag-ibig, via Pag-ibig, and then through bank financing too.
Okay, so the property market still seems to be in very good shape in the south, which is excellent. So we hope to continue that as it goes forward. Now, I think it's we're close to break time now, so we're going to look at how we can continue this area of looking at location, not just here but also up north and other areas, to see how we can improve the opportunity of developers to make money as our economy grows. It's very, very key. Yeah, that's really the key thing, I think, for today. There are areas like Bataan that are growing very quickly. But how do you get to Bataan? The answer is you either live there, you move there, and you have a job near there. But from a commuting point of view, it's Cavite or Laguna every time.
Yes.
And I think you're well positioned to do well there, as are the big guys like Ayala and Villar and all the other ones that will follow. They've been
The
very
reason
successful.
that we have a good development in far south, it's because it's near the business area. It's near the Makati Business District. That's why most of the development, it's somewhere as far as Laguna and Cavite, because it's reachable going to Makati. And then right now, if a family wants a residential, a home, a real home, definitely they cannot afford much, especially those affordable ones. They will really look at the south area of Manila or
Right.
Makati.
I think that's where the market's moving to.
Yes.
I see tremendous amount of building going on. But we'll talk about that after the break. Thank you. See you after the break.